Hey guys! So, I'm just here to drop some knowledge to you real quick about the David case, the D4VD boy. So, for most of you, a body was found in the trunk front, because it's a toss-up, in the trunk of the car, meaning the trunk of the car, but in the front, they found a body in the trunk that was identified as Celeste Hernandez. She is 15 years old, was found on her birthday, and the car is registered to David out of Hollywood Hills. He is known for romantic homicide and a few other songs. Here with me, I can name a few more, but let's stick to the storyline. So, two things that he will have to answer to, and I think maybe they gave him the weekend, maybe possibly to get his stuff together, figure out what he's gonna say to these FBI agents once he's interrogated, if he's not already being interrogated. But there's two things that they are for sure gonna wanna know. They're gonna try to get into his business of his name, how he became famous, getting comfortable a little bit. But there are two questions that I know for sure they're gonna be seeking answers for. And we can go ahead and get into the first question that I know for sure will be asked. So, she was reported missing April the 5th of 2024. We know that by news accounts, social media accounts, her family reported her missing. David allegedly pulled up, picked her up, said they was going to the movies, and never brought her back home. So this kind of reminds me of the R. Kelly situation, but I don't know just yet because some of this stuff is alleged. Now, getting back to this question these detectives are gonna be wanting to know. They're gonna wanna know, how did a body end up in your car that's registered to you? He's gotta answer that question. How did her body end up in your trunk? Whether he answers it or he gives a truthful statement or he just refuses to answer it, we don't know at this moment, but that is going to be one of the hard-hit questions. How did this body end up in your trunk? Secondly, as I was saying, we all know she was reported missing. She is a runaway teenager. Therefore, these pictures and these videos exposing him around her and in his presence or even in his home will have them questioning him also about kidnapping charges. Whether they can place the murder on him or not, they have him on kidnapping charges. She went to the movies and never returned, and she left with you. That's the second hard-hit question. And they're gonna ask these two questions. How did the body get into your car? And how in the world were you able to put an underage girl into your car and never bring her back? That's kidnapping. You removed her from one place to another, and you never brought her back home. After the movies, he should have brought her back home, but he failed to do that. Ain't like she ran away at the movies. Ain't like she just disappeared out of her seat at the movies. So them are two hard-hit questions that they will be wanting answers to. So they possibly could have him on homicide, first-degree murder, because a lot of you say it's premeditated. And also, they possibly have him on kidnapping charges. So, I don't know what other questions that they may ask because I don't know what other evidence they have at this point. But how did the body get in your car, David? And why did you not return her after the movies? Because once he didn't return her, he took her to another spot that's kidnapping. Now, I see a lot of people are talking about her weight was 70 pounds when she was found. When you're in plastic or you're wrapped in plastic, a lot of your body fluids really don't have nowhere to go but out of your body. Our body is made up of 70-80% of water. So if she weighed 130 pounds at the time of her disappearance until when she was found the other day, it could take a couple of weeks or it could take a couple of months for her body basically to release all of this and her weight dwindle down to 70 pounds because all that's really left is tissue, bones, and stuff like that. It sucks to say. So do I think that she was held against her will and terrorized for months and not fed? I'm not quite sure about that, but what I am certain of is those two questions, and I hope he's got a good answer because you can't say you don't know. Because either you had to loan your car to somebody and that person's gonna be interrogated, so what will they say? So there's a lot of things that he's gonna have to answer to, but them are two questions for sure that he has to come up with something to say. She didn't put herself into that trunk, and Celeste didn't wrap herself up in plastic or put herself in a plastic bag, so that's how they've ruled it a homicide already. She didn't do it herself. Someone else did that. Whether it was an accident or not. People get in the trunk all day, but they don't wrap themselves in plastic or put themselves in a plastic bag before they do so. And I think those days are long and gone playing in the trunk of a car. So, he has got to respond in some type of way. Please drop your comments below. And please go up there and follow. Hit the follow button. I'm trying to get popular because I love criminal cases. And I love cases like this that are mysterious. You gotta go out there and find the answer. It's just not gonna come to you type stuff. And yeah, so make sure you follow me. And hey, while we're all at it, see what other information that anybody else can find out. Because I would love to be a fly on the wall when they ask him how Celeste's body got into the front of his car and why did you not return her when you went to the movies with her. But y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Add this video to your favorites. I see a lot of people been doing that. Yeah, and heart me. Talk to y'all soon.